And we are live! Hello everyone, it is Tyrannt. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we completed phase 2 of the space elevator. And today, I have something new planned. As you can see, I cleared out the factory before going live. Now, I want to do something different today. I want to do some more milestones to help us put us on the road to fuel and a fuel power plant. Now, to get to where we need to be, we would need, so for oil processing, we need motors, encased industrial beams, steel pipe, and copper sheets, which we do have. And that will unlock for us plastic and rubber, which we need for a lot of the other stuff in here. For logistics 4, we need rubber, the beams, and modular frames. For fluid packaging, we would need plastic, the non-encased beams, and copper sheet. And for fuel power, we would need more motors, more encased industrial beams, and both rubber and plastic. So we need quite a bit. Also for jetpacks, we would need motors and all this stuff. This is I'm not concerned with. We can get this easy. Now, thing is though, while I was doing some cleaning and looking about the base, I found that we have a fair bit of rubber and plastic. So if we wanted to, we could get a jetpack, we could get oil processing, and we could get either petroleum power or both logistics 4 and fluid packaging. If we did the latter, we would get logistics 4 for factory building and access to trucks, but then we would need to make a oil processing plant to make plastic and rubber, and then we'd have to wait longer for petroleum power. If we do petroleum power, we would get access to the fuel generator and be able to right away make our fuel power plant and really upgrade our power network. But we would then again need to make the factory for 2 things instead of 1. Now I'm leaning more towards the idea of getting petroleum power, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to be doing that first. But first and foremost, why don't we do the jetpack first, just so we can get it out of the way. So first we're going to need to get some cable. Oh, and if you're wondering, I actually made some motors ahead of time, as you can see. Using some of the excess stators we made from making the automated wire. So we needed these, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna take 600 just to be safe. And we needed 1,000 cable, right? 4, 6, 8, 1,000. And that should give us our materials for the jetpack. Right? Oh, we need 1,000 of the steel plate. Not steel plate. Iron plate. Let's go fix that. Let's get 2 more for iron plate, and then we done with jetpacks. Might need a drink later. so let's get the jetpack. Feed it the motors. All of this cable. And all this iron plate.
Milestone reached. Fixit has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
Alright, that's going to be back in about 4.5 minutes. I'm going to take that time to go grab a drink, so be right back. Alright, that didn't take too long. Alright, let's get the next one ready. Oil processing. Let's go fetch those materials. So we need 100 encased industrial beam. Which should be one of these. Right? Well, here's the pipe that we're going to need. Let's grab 3 of those. And the beams are up here. I need to make more beam. And then copper sheet should be one of these. Yep, right here. That should be that. Then... Right. This will be for the next tier. Once I get manufacturing. Because if we go to tier 6 and go to manufacturing, we're going to need plastic. More than we have. Or more than we have. Everything in. We might also need to make more motors, but that can be a future problem. We will need to make more motors for trains, however. I do want to use trains. We'll need a lot more plastic and rubber for piping work, too. There's something I would probably use for my actual power plant design I have in mind. Alright, the freighter's returned. Let's drop off our stuff. I can go there. That there. These we can hand over. And give it all of this.
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Funny. Okay, let's go grab this next. Wait for the thing to return. We're going to need more industrial beam. Something I would probably end up doing in the near future is moving the warehouse further back. I might even just straight up get rid of everything here and just make new factories to make everything. And it might be going into dimensional depots. I mean depots. Not depots. I'm going to depot you. Oh my, that's going to take a while to get back. In that case, why don't we go to where I'm planning on working, just to show you what I have in mind. So, last night, after ending last time's episode stream, I went for a swim. Well, not really, but where we're going is over here. In this direction. At least it's a way to get there. Oh. We should probably arm ourselves. I'm gonna go grab some rebar for our gun. Actually, no, we have rebar. What are we talking about? What am I doing? We even have explosives, so... Guess my brain's still waking up. But... Came. You know what? Quick detour. Let's see what's over here. So I think I hear a power slug. It might be a yellow one that I see under there. It is a yellow one. Good. Let's grab that. Guess you can never have too many of these. Right, so where we're going is over here. And while I was exploring, I picked up all the power slugs I can find. But I did not pick up any Somber Sloops or Mercer's any Somber Sloops or Mercer Spheres, because I wanted to wait till I was recording for that. There's also a hard drive over here that I did not pick up. But over here is where we'll be working. I might clear out some of this stuff for getting a smaller plant. But if we're over here and just look around, there's oil. Like pure oil even. Most of the nodes are, I think, normal or pure. So we do this. Scan. Yeah, look at that. Normal, pure, pure. And there's a satellite node that's over in this direction, I think. Somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. Which also has a lot of normal and pures, if I'm not mistaken. There's like maybe 1 or 2 impures, but there is oil here. Once we unlock the ability to use satellite nodes, we will. But there is oil over here. And I'm probably going to be using the stuff that's over here to set up a basic power plant. I'll probably use the pure nodes for the plant, and then I'll use the normal one to make our plastic. He's dangerous, so kill him. And there is material over here. Might as well pick it up. Ooh, computers. And some fuel. That hurt. Ooh, we found some more plastic. We might be out. And we found some more rubber. I don't know if this is going to be enough to get more, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's open this and get our hard drive. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be scanning this one or not. We might, but we're also going to have to use some of the hard drives we find to get some alternate recipes for fuel. One for compact coal and another for turbo fuel. Let's give that hatch a whack. In fact, let's give both of them a whack. And grab that Mercy Sphere.
This bleeding temple hums a resonance song. Play for us.
There we go.
Look through the window.
And I think there's a summer sloop this way. Ow. Isn't it over here? Was I mistaken? I know it's somewhere over here. The freighter is returned. Oh, I think I see it now. Wait, no, that's something else entirely. Was it not over here? I think it's over there. I think that's that over there. On that hill. There it is. I know there's another hog somewhere. Oh, there he is. Right, right. So what I am thinking is that when we get our stuff ready, we can set up a temporary thing for fuel. It's been a while since I actually used the fuel generator. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to base. Let's go back to our little settlement and see just how much resources we have. Because we picked up some extra rubber and plastic. I don't know if it's going to be enough to do the rest. But if it is, I see no reason not to do it. I see no reason not to do it. I mean, we might have enough plastic, at least. It's the rubber that I'm concerned about. Okay, okay. Also, once we get our fuel set up, we can allocate all the coal that we're using over our first coal plant and turn that into steel if we want to do. I guess we because we might get Mark IV belts soon. Which means we can overclock our Mark II drills for all the pure iron nodes that we have. That'll generate 480 per minute. That would really help. Oh, no, I don't want to go this way. Also, I'm pretty sure our lizard doggo is still stuck. Let's go check on him. Still glitched on a rock. He might be. I had no idea why I sounded like Yoda that time. Oh. He's not here. We teleport back to his pen? Where'd he go? Well, he was stuck here. And then now he... Oh boy, that poor lizard doggo is gonna get killed. Well, I don't know where he went, but... saves me the trouble having a cult and he just disappears. I didn't want to have to do that, but... at least now I don't have to. I'm going to be expanding the platform at some point. Before I do something like that, I would like to get the dimensional depot unlocked first. But for that, we would need manufacturing to do it effectively. So speaking of, let's go see about our resources now. So we have another stack of 200. We probably have enough now. So let's store these first. Then drop off these beams. And a rubber and plastic.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Caterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator. Your research into this element was valuable. In fact, you in particular are my most valuable pioneer, but don't tell the others I said that, it would be bad for morale.
Funny. Alright, so the fuel power generator. This sucker generates 250 megawatts of power, so effectively double. So effectively 4 times out of one coal power generator. It's a lot more expensive. I mean, hell, we need rubber to make it. But it is on my radar to do. So it looks like we will need to make rubber first. That said, however... Yeah, we can definitely do all of Tier 5. We can do all of Tier 5, and we don't even have anything for fuel. We have no oil being processed. Because I would like to get packaged fuel, so we can actually look into getting trucks. Because I want to use trucks for a setup. I need to experiment with trucks. I've never bothered with trucks in the past. I've always just made very long conveyor buses, but maybe now I'll actually consider using them. I mean, I'm going to be getting the Explorer at some point. So what am I actually going to need for getting that oil mined? So for an oil extractor, we would need motors, more motors, as well as cable and industrial beam. It takes 40 megawatts of power. We would then run that through our refinery for 30 megawatts of power. I think we could just start making fuel. We have to make plastic. Hang on. Because to make plastic, do we need a refinery to do that? Residual plastic. Or we could just use heavy oil residue. Or I guess let's make it straight from the oil and make the heavy oil residue, which we can then make from into fuel. Though, isn't there a way to use this and turn it into plastic? Or am I just crazy? We do have a lot of these to go after. I'm pretty sure, like, all the way over here. So we could run power to these real quick and just see about grabbing some more hard drives. This one needs plastic, by the way, so yeah, I might do that. I mean, a lot of these do need power, but a lot of it also needs other stuff. Where's this one? All the way up there? Yeah, let's do that. I'll scan this hard drive if I have. upon this freighter's return, we shall see about another milestone. This one shouldn't be too hard. Just need to get some more encased industrial beam. And we definitely have enough modular frames. Like that. And then our encased industrial beams are here. Yeah, like that. Like that. I'll take this down for now. Actually, something we could also do is turn it into fabric. We need to unlock this first and get 100 of the polymer resin. But it shouldn't be too hard to get this. Right, so let's give it the stuff for this. Oh, didn't want to do that.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Alright, let's see about grabbing some iron rods. So we want to make... also need some concrete. Of course, copper wire. So I'm not using the big ones. I'm just not. I'm actually kind of surprised that we actually managed to scrape up some more materials to do everything in Tier 5. I was not expecting that. Thankfully, Tier 4 stopped flashing. It's probably because we actually got something made in Tier 5 last time. I mean, this time. No idea what I'm supposed to do with liquid biofuel. Or how to even get it, but... not going to ask. Not like liquid biofuel is any good for anything. Because in order to get biofuel, you need to harvest it by hand. So I imagine that if we want to make the liquid kind, we have to put solid biofuel through some machine. And that'll turn it into a liquid. Right? Alright, we're gonna put down the refinery. So petroleum coke needs that. And that's just a less effective coal. Residual plastic. Requires 60 polymer resin per minute to make 20 per minute. The same is sort of true for rubber, but we use less resin. We could just put crude oil raw. Yeah, we're gonna have to experiment with this. It's been a while since I've been this far out into the game. Away, let's go grab what we need for the last part of Tier 5. Is it this one? It is. Take 2 of these. Five of that. No, not 6. 5. These can go there. Plastic, steel beam, there's our copper sheet. Bing bang boom, Tier 5 done.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Which, for the industrial fluid buffer, we would need plastic to make. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test with this. Alright, so I don't know about any of these. So let's go out and actually see about... Wow, we got so many dismantle grades. I need to go deal with them at some point. Just so they don't take up space on the map. In fact, I might even do that offline. Right now, I want to go grab more hard drives. I would like more hard drives. I want this dismantle crate. I want the crate at base. That's embarrassing. So much stuff. So what I'm probably going to do for when I do my oil power plant is I'll run one of these over there, connected through that. That's probably going to be a thing for another day. Because like I said, I want to do some experimentation and look into how to look into some stuff for plastic and rubber. Because I thought there was a way to make it from the residue. Could be mistaken, though. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been this far out in the game. Right, so the 100 megawatt one is over there. So I need to go that way anyway. My question is, how close does this take me to it? Okay, the freighter's returned, but we don't need to do anything there yet. Looks like pretty close-ish. probably going to also take one of those and run it this way. To go somewhere over here. And this one, I don't know. Either way, looks like it ends here. Just do this. Run our wire this way. Oh, I didn't bring enough cable. Ugh. You know what? Just do this. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Can't reach that, so could go up there, however. And then ride that back to base and then grab our cables. Back. Actually, I'm curious how fast those vehicles are in comparison to doing this. Something I might do. This is a big might. Is actually build some roads. Build these roads along this beach here up that hill. Over that cliff. We'll see. But plans are forming in my head. almost there. I'll grab a boatload of cable. Oop. Didn't mean to fall all the way down. Cable, cable, cable. Let's grab some cable now. I'll grab a bunch, because I'm gonna be doing these a lot. Might as well grab a few more iron rods while I'm at it. And maybe some more concrete. Actually, before I even head out, did I store any hard drives? I think I did. Thought I did. Somewhere. Maybe I didn't. Huh. Guess not. Guess I was mistaken after all. All right. Let's ride back. Let's ride back, get some more hard drives, scan them. Possibly in the stream. How long have I been recording for? About an hour. Yeah, we can go out and do that. So when we get back, it's gonna take about 10 minutes to scan each one. I can probably get like 3. Right? Get 5. That one needs plastic. That one needs motors. This one needs turbo motors. Yikes. That one needs silica. Needs to be power. I don't know if there's going to be anything of value at the craft site, other than the hard drives themselves. We can look. We can look when we get there. Then I'll probably head out off screen and deal these dismantle crates. the iron, though. Let's see if they're all pure. Right, so let's do this now. Get everything we need up here. Good, good, good. I don't care if that's gonna clip. It's not gonna stay long anyway. So we can get that one. I'll grab that one. Skip you. Unless we can find plastic on site. Might investigate over here, though. Just see what's over there. Oh, it's over here. Let's leave you over here then. Hostility towards me. Let's whack these guys. Good. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Power pole, power pole, power pole. There we go. here. And then we'll have to find wherever the hatcher is coming from. Because otherwise working over there is going to be annoying. Unless I just sneak up to it. Because I sure as hell can't see. Where the hatcher would be. If I had to guess, it's under there somewhere. So, open this pod. Time to go. Now remove you. Wait. Is it really right there? Is it really right there the whole time? I feel silly. I feel silly. I'm stupid. Whoa, there's another one. Okay, there's a lot of enemies down there, so... do that. Double check to see if I'm not missing anything. Doesn't look like I am. So I'll go down there. And then we'll make our way over to... Actually, not. I was thinking that we could just disable hostility and just get over there. That thing doesn't look hostile in the slightest. If there were, it would be aggroing on me immediately. Whoa! Oh. guess it was just threatened. It's alright, guy. Didn't mean to get too close to you. I was just curious. I could go to the Red Forest. At some point. And I might. Is there any hard drives in this area that I just missed? Looks like there might be. Over there, maybe? See a plant over there. There might be something over there. This, maybe? To get up to here? There it is! Uh-oh. Let's deal with that thing first. Ah, there's also a power slug here. I'll grab that. There. This can go over there. Guess I should probably get throats to do that. There we go. Is there any? Interesting. No parts up here. What do I need for this? Encased industrial beams. Alright. Guess I'll mark it. Set to infinite because I don't know why it wouldn't. Just to make extra sure. Yeah, nothing here. Alright, let's head down. Let's head down. There's the wire I was running. Go that way. Double check. We got another one over here, I think. Oh, we got an alpha hog. So many hogs. It's a whole pack. It's a whole mess of them. That's a horrible mess. Boss is down. Where was it again? Right here, right. We got a gas plant right there. Over there. As well as over there. What do I need for you? Just 30 megawatts? I can bring that over. That's just over here, right? Yeah, there we go. Hard drive number 2.
Freighter records indicate this comes from the past, which is normal.
Okay, I don't know how I set the blueprint, but... Huh. This is an interesting bug, because I don't remember doing anything like that. Oh, here we go. There we go. Debris. What's this? Circuit board? I could take the circuit board. And then case beams. Doing these industrial beams. Ooh. In fact, we can probably backtrack and go over that way. Let's backtrack. Let us backtrack. We shall backtrack that way. If we can, we can get up here. Up here we are. Then we can grab this. Easy. Third one. Let's mantle that. Then we can get rid of this. And see about getting 2 more hard drives. I can aim for more, but I'm not sure if we can. Part of the reason why I'm avoiding that because I can't seem to find any plastic or turbo. It's unlikely I'll ever find turbo. Yeah, unlikely I'll ever find turbo motors in this little excursion. So oh, hello. I really just scan a hard drive? No, I was just hallucinating. Yeah, let's go this way. Real quick. What's over here? What was over here that I decided to nope out? That's a bit further out. Go. Alright, let's deal with that first. And then we could see about opening that hard drive. There. I don't think I need satyrs at the moment. We'll take those computers, though. And this fuel. What's in here? Remove that now. And then I am going to switch this to keep everything. Real quick. Just so I can investigate what's over here. So it might have been something so bad that it scared even me. Which is probably accurate. The terrain was just too treacherous for me to bother with. Is that another hard drive, or is that something else? Is there even another hard drive over here? Oh, but there's another monster. There's some coal up here. I don't think there's anything of value over here. It's a power slug. I'll just grab. No more hard drives, unfortunately. In fact, I think the 4 we have are enough. Let's just bash all home. Like that. So I'll run these through the MAM. And I'll be right back. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's grind down those power slugs. Something usable. there. Do, do, do. Let's hope for something better than these. Because I'm not entirely sold on this. Because we underclock this to do 30 per minute. I said 30, not 39. That's gonna be 12 more per minute. So, splitting that is doable, but anything but clean. And you gotta run that through a refinery. Then we got the assembler. What would it be like to make 60 per minute using this? I said 60 per minute. 30 per minute and 6 plastic per minute. Well, that might actually be interesting. Something to actually consider. Maybe. Maybe. 6 per minute's not exactly clean. But we'll see. I can't argue with 60 per minute if we were going to be making something like reinforced iron plate. Alright, next hard drive is going to be... recycled plastic or insulated cable. I mean, 30 and 30 is kind of hard to argue for 60 plastic per minute. But then again, I'll need fuel, which I'm going to be using to power machines. And I also need to be already making rubber. So I don't know about that. Scan that next. Look-see at this, because we need this to actually start making these. As well as a modular engine. Modular engine is going to be interesting. Heavy modular frames is something we really need to get for a lot of reasons. And then the computer as well. Yeah, we got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. It's not all gonna fit in one video. Still kind of bummed that our lizard dog would just disappeared. But not much I can really do about it. Other than, I guess, look around for him. It's unfortunate that he despawned. Or something like that, maybe. He's not around here. He's not here. He's just nowhere to be found. Rip butter. I could check all around here, but I'm not going to expect him to be anywhere here. I am, however, going to be raising things up a foundation. Yeah, I'll raise them up like... I'll raise it up a foundation so I can probably get up here. Maybe 2 foundations even. I'll also see about building more that way and more this way. After I have raised it a few foundations. At least 2 foundations. At least 2 foundations. Because then it could be up to here. I could also use well building out this way after I move the freighters. Bounce on this guy. He's not gonna do anything to stop me, so I guess I'll have a few fun bounces. Yes, thanks for telling me how long I've been playing game. I'm aware. I am most definitely aware of that factoid. This is something I actually don't like about scanning hard drives, is that it's just a lot of waiting around. Okay, once I get my fuel set up, I'll see see about getting industrial manufacturing, because I'm going to be making plastic. But I should have enough of these. It's just about getting the motors. And I can make these. I should have enough of these, but it's, again, about getting motors. Also, I need to experiment with trains too. I'm also gonna need more. I'm also gonna need rubber to get this, as well as a lot of plastic. And once I unlock the manufacturing, I can get the heavy modular frames. And I'll get this just because it's here. And once we finish out Tier 6, we can move on to Phase 3. It's a loose plan, but it is a plan. Alright, polymer resin. I like 30 and 30. I like 130 polymer resin per minute. As well as some heavy oil residue. Can I really not? Guess I really will need water to make it. Either way, we do have one more hard drive to scan. We have two more hard drives to scan. I'm just thinking about stuff. Stuff for the future. Because it's unfortunate unfortunate that I can't just run plastic through a constructor. I mean, polymers through an extractor, just run the polymer resin through a constructor to make plastic. But that's what I do to make empty containers, which I could use for the packaging. That's how I can get packaged fuel. 30 plastic per minute. To get 60 can. 60? Really? Interesting. So if I wanted to make packaged fuel, well, first I already need rubber and plastic, which I should have on hand right here and here. So how do I even get by? Oh. To get liquid biofuel, I need to run solid biofuel with water through a refinery, so it's right. But to do that, I would first need solid biofuel, which is not something you could manufacture. It's something you make by hand. Well, you can run it through a machine, but the base components need to be harvested by hand. Packaged fuel, on the other hand, I could upscale to 60 per minute. What do I need for a refinery? Case industrial bean, do I have it on hand somewhere? I do, good. Okay, so to make fuel at, say, so to make fuel at 40 per minute, we would need 60 per minute of crude oil. To make it at 60 per minute, we would need 90 crude oil per minute. And I think a pure node can do 300 per minute. Right? Yeah, because it does 120 per minute on a normal. Which means it'll do 240 on a pure. So if we take 240, divide that by 90, it'll work with 2 extractors. I mean, 2 refineries. But at 300, it'll do 3. how much can a normal pipe withstand? 300. So, yeah. Probably end up doing that. We'll likely end up doing that. Our other option is to do residual fuel, which is basically the same thing. If we upscale this even further, we can do 60 per minute. Do that again. This is probably the cleanest we're going to get, honestly. I mean, there's definitely water tractors over where we're building. It's not going to be too big of an issue. So make fuel. I might have some ideas. I just need to look something up first, which I'll probably do after we're done with the stream. Which will be when we're done scanning these hard drives. Alright, so we got another alternate for heavy oil residue. I'm not too sure about this one either. I mean, we'll be able to make it, which is good, question mark? Because then get us right through here to get 40 per minute. No waste. Right? Let's just make our polymer resin. Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's get that last hard drive and just meditate on this for a moment. How much does one generator take? Don't have enough rubber for it. Don't seem to have any more lying around, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But not much we can really do. Well, I'm thinking about it. What do I need for the truck? Well, I need rubber still. Yeah, we are going to be... We need to get that rubber. So to make rubber... we would need polymer resin and water. let's drop off Farmer Steer and Summer Sloop. Just because I don't need to have on my inventory. Like that. You guys put those in there. Right. Not long now. What I really want is to get that programmable splitter to see what that's about. We might be able to get that real soon. Tempered deuterium ingot. That's gonna need petroleum coke. 45 per minute. What if we upscaled this to 30 per minute? 60 per minute. And 20 petroleum coke per minute. This I might do. Even if I'm probably not going to make a petroleum coke anytime soon. There's recycled rubber. Which would need fuel to be made. Right, so this I'll probably not do. So we can do that. And the deuterium circuit board. Which will need plastic to do. And then deuterium wire. Petroleum coke, again, is not the thing to probably do. So we'll do this one. This one we can probably say a big fat no-do. Oh. Coated iron canisters. I mean, we don't have any copper or iron over there, but it's good to know that is an option. And for this, we can probably do a rescan. Steel canisters. Scan. Ugh. Coke steel ingot. That's gross. Now let's do a rescan this one. That electrode circuit, which again is petroleum coke and rubber. Yeah. Neither particularly good. I'll probably do this one. And this one. I'll grab polymer resin because I'm more likely to use it than anything with coke. Then BioCoke can go fuck itself. And that is probably going to do it for this one. Yeah. Because I need to do some research. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave comments down below, do all that lovely, lovely, lovely YouTube stuff that you've come to know and love. If you want to catch this on my Twitch, the link to that is down below. And that's all if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch as I'm streaming, then you could catch my YouTube on my Twitch account. So you can go check that out. So follow me on Twitch if you're on Twitch. Subscribe to my YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. Doing all that lovely, lovely, lovely internet stuff really does help me out. Please, please, please do that. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.